Burwood would like to thank you very much for joining us at today's auction at number 1C Ivy Street in the lovely suburb here in Burwood. To all of our bidders and buyers, I wish you all the very best with your bidding endeavours. My instructions to you, of course, are quite simple. That is to bid bold, bid aggressively, give your absolute best here to give yourself every opportunity to be that lucky and successful buyer here this afternoon. A beautiful home will go to you that you can make your family home for the many, many years to come. Of course, I'm accompanied by the award-winning team, a very well-decorated, very well-experienced team at Ray White Burwood. Of course, Hans Liu and Winston Way are your listing agents here. They've really enjoyed getting to know you. If you have any questions or concerns, the team is simply here to help you. Of course, we've also got Kenneth and Kimmy as well. They will happily introduce yourself and help you with any questions that you have about the property, and also support you with your bidding endeavours if you need so. But otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, before we start the auction, I will quickly let you know the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit the auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to a successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price, as your auctioneer will be indicating bidders on a request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders from attempting to prevent others from bidding, and it will issue fines for misconduct. The rules do permit vendor bids. The words I will be using to indicate I'm placing a bid on behalf of our vendors is simply vendor bid, and by law only I as the auctioneer can place those vendor bids. Now, settlement terms for the purchase of the home, I believe, has all been sent out to our registered and interested buyers. We're preferring a settlement between 30 to 60 days. Of course, we're also going to be asking for a standard 10% deposit as well if you are that lucky and successful buyer. That's to be made available to the trust account of Ray White Burwood by bank check or bank transfer. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you've had any prior arranged terms and conditions discussed and our vendors have agreed to those terms, then you're more than comfortable to be bidding on that basis as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the boring stuff out the way. If there's no questions and concerns about any of those, let's talk about the stunning home here at number 1C Ivy Street in Burwood. Beautiful home, of course, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, multiple car spacing opportunities underpinning your prospective purchase. 335 square metres of prime Burwood soil here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a home that suits a multitude of buyers, whether you're a small family, growing family, even within the reach of first-time buyers and investors as well. This is a home that really has a broad appeal. Of course, as you can see, beautiful modern facade as you make your way in, a very spacious layout as well, with multiple living zones both upstairs and downstairs. Open kitchen dining area that seamlessly transitions out to that back outdoor decking area, perfect for entertaining friends and family. Really good thing about that back area is it's north facing. You can see beautiful big windows out the back, and that lets an abundance of natural light come through. Makes it feel very homely and light filled as well. Ladies and gentlemen, quality fixtures, as you can see, fittings and appliances all throughout the home. That all comes with the purchase as well. Beautiful plantation shutters that adds a nice, really good look, and street appeal stone bench top 900mm appliances, fully tiled bathrooms. It's got everything, and the list goes on and on and on. Of course, the location is something that we can rave about as well. You've got everything nearby that will satisfy your lifestyle needs. Parks and reserves, you've got Gardeners Reserve, water parked in the nearby area, schools, public, private, primary and secondary, schools only, of course, and some really quality public schools. You've got Roberts McCubbin, I should say, primary school, Mount Waverley Secondary College, school zoning, PLC, some selective schools that are really consistently top performing as well. And you've also got Deakin University down the road too. Literally everything within a close proximity of this location. Shops and cafes are plentiful as well. Endless food options down towards Brickworks, Box Hill Central, the Glen, even Chadston. And also Doncaster Shopping Centre is within a close drive from here. So very good location, ladies and gentlemen. Easy access to public transport, major roadways as well. So literally everything ticked off on the list here that you could want in a property, and a beautiful home to go with it as well. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hand it over to you now for your spirited bidding. Who wants to own it?
1.15.
1.15. Very quick out the gates as well. Let's go 20s or even 50s if you'd like to really move it along with pace. At $1,150,000, I'd suggest 1.2, the bigger bid, of course. Happy to take the 20s wherever you see fit, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move the auction along. What was that? 1.175. We're going to go in 25s. 1.2, the next bid from here. 1.2 now. 2 active bidders. fighting it out at a beautiful home. Of course, you can see why they're wanting it here. At 1.2 now, back with our opening bidder, and good luck to you. At 1.2 now, the bid, 2 active bidders fighting it out. Happy to welcome a third as well. Hans, let me know if your buyer would like to jump back in, or Kenneth as well. But otherwise, Winston, your buyer in the lead, and good luck to you. At $1.2 million the bid, are we done? Finished, so first call at $1,200,000. Second call at 1.2 now with Winston here. Third, final time, all done, all finished.
25.
Oh, 25. I've got to take theirs first. Who's that with you, Kenneth? 25. We can go 1.25 if you'd like. We'd need to do it quicker. 1,225,000. 1.3. That's the better bid there at $1,300,000. Great strong opening bid, and that's how you buy at auction, ladies and gentlemen. 1.3 now the bid with 4 active bidders. Silence the crowd well and truly now at $1.3 million. We can keep going in the 25s. That's what I'd suggest. Fight fire with fire, but otherwise we can chip back to the smaller increments if you need to. At $1,300,000, happy to take 1.325 as a next bid. $1,300,000 now the bid. Everybody's stunned, shocked. So am I, but that's how you bid at auction, and it's done very, very well from you. Even it's made Winston move on from his buy. You've clearly knocked the buyer out here at $1,300,000 now. Call it 3 times. Are we all done? Are we all finished? Are we all silent? One? We'll take the 10. We'll take the 10 at 1.31. How about let's do it again, 1.4? Because I like that one. 1.31 the bid. Would you like to go 1.32 and quickly? At 1.32, and you had it in you all along. We've quickly jumped along to 6 active bidders fighting it out now. Kimmy, your bidder in the lead at 1,320,000. I'm going to give you a little bit of space. 1.33. I thought you were going to come with me a little bit quicker. $1,330,000 now. Kimmy, how about your buyer? 1,330,000 now the bid. Do we have 40? 1,330,000 now with Winston at $1,330,000 once again. 6 active bidders. 1,335,000. We're cooling it off a little bit, and I'm going to take the 5. 1,335,000. Winston, I would suggest 1.35. At 1,335,000 at the moment. Kimmy, now you've switched sides. At 1,335,000. 340, and Hans coming back from instructions inside as well at $1,340,000. Now, Winston, you're behind the lead. Let's do the big bid once again. I think the smaller bids just continue to invite your competition back in. 345 will take it in the 5s, and that's quite a popular increment here. Kenneth, let me know if your buyer would like to jump back in quickly. At 1,345,000 now the bid. Would you like to go 50 or more? Don't mind there at 1,345,000, and I'd suggest having your next bid ready to go, because I have a suspicion that we're not quite done just yet over there. At $1,345,000 now the bid. Need to know, are we done? Finished? Silent? First call at $1,345,000. 50 in good bid. Would you like to go 55 now? You saw it coming. At $1,350,000, should we go 55? At $1,350,000 now the bid. 355. Now we're getting along with pace here. 1,355,000. 355. Let's go 60. At $1,355,000. Kimmy's bidder in the lead. At 1,355,000, and I believe Hans. Not just yet. Let's keep it in the 5s for the time being. We're getting some instructions from inside, and we may just have some very good news in just a moment's time, but let's keep it moving along. At $1,355,000, I know they want to go in the smaller increments as well. I'd suggest quite the opposite and going more aggressive from here. At $1,355,000, now the bid. Need to know Hans, instructions from inside as well. At $1,355,000, out to the left-hand side, and how are we going out this way as well? Just wanted to confirm you were bidding a little bit earlier. Still after that $1.3 million shocking bid. We're on the market and selling. That means we've got new owners out this way. If there's no better bidder offer, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take the 1,000. We're on the market and selling, playing for keeps here. $1,356,000 the bid. 357, we're inching along in smaller increments now. I'd suggest a big, bold knockout bid at the back end of the auction here. Everybody's out silver scrapes now. 1,357,000 now the bid. This is your chance to really stamp your authority here at 1,357,000. 1,357,000 now. Need to know. 58. 58 now. 1,358,000 the bid. 60, round it off. 60, good bid. Mixing it up at the very least. 1,360,000 now. I'd suggest even 70 from here. Everybody wants to go in the smaller and smaller increments. Let's go one big bid. Really show them that you mean business here. We've had 6 active buyers, and if I was going to suggest one strategy, it'd be this gentleman's strategy from earlier in their auction. We've really cooled off from there at $1,360,000. Keys over here. New owners out this way at this point in time. You can take it back very easily from here at $1,360,000. Winston, let me know if any interest from your buyers here or any of our other buyers from earlier in the auction at $1,360,000. And we've even got some newcomers here. Another 1,000. $1,361,000. Now this is what happens when you do the smaller bids. It does invite your competition back in. I'd suggest at the very least going to 1,370. 362. And you know, Kenneth, if they had more, they'd offer more. This is a good time at 1,362,000. 63. Now we're going to approach that 370 mark now. Inching in the ones. Let's go straight there. 365. $2,000 bid. Hans, is that a new buy? We need to know. We're on the market and selling. You've missed the good part. You've skipped straight to the ending here. 1,365,000. Back with Kimmy's bidder out this way, left-hand side. $1,365,000. And I can tell you, I can't read lips, but I know that Kenneth has got some really convincing words. I'd imagine that they're not done just yet. $1,365,000. Oh my God, a 7th bidder joining in, and I knew when you were standing next to them that there may be a little bit of a chance. 366 the bid. Now this is when the knockout bid is even more important here. We've got 3 bidders still in it at this stage. Is that 8 bidders in total altogether, or is that 7? I've lost track now. There's too many on the street here at 1,366, wasn't it? 66 the bid. Now you thought I was a bit crazy suggesting going straight to the 70 mark, but we're close approaching that now. 67. 1,367,000. I know that you guys aren't in it just for one bid and you're done. Let's move along quickly now. Show strength. Either big bid or bid quickly. 1,367,000 now the bid. $500 over here. Yeah, I've moved. 367,500. 367,500. I'm going to come back to you with the same suggestion. 367,500. At some stage, you got to pull the trigger here. At 1,367,500. Every single bid matters now. At 1,367,500. We've got new owners, whether it's out this way, Winston Spire or over here. 37. 37. Wasn't that the bid already? Wasn't it 367,500? Yeah. It was 367,500 over here. And then 1.37. Oh, 1.37. Yeah. There we go. That's how we bid. 1.37. I apologize. I thought we said 367. $1,370,000. What are we going to do over here, guys? I'm approaching you from a different angle here. I hope you don't mind. At $1,367,000 now. Winston Spire poised to take it away. 370. At $1,370,000 now the bid. Need to know. Now they've taken that bid that I was suggesting all along now. Are we still in it at this stage? At $1,370,000, we'll take the ones from here if it gets you back in. At $1,370,000, you know I'll even take the 500. At $1,370,000, who's going to own it? Need to know. We're on the market, selling now. First call at $1,371,371. At $1,371,000, 3 still fighting it out here. I need to confirm with all of our previous buyers. Are we all done at this stage? I thank you very much for your bidding here. All done over here. 1,371,000. Is that a no? We're not done, or yes, we are done, or yes, we're going to bid. You can't say anything that I won't turn into a bid at this stage. 1,371. All done. Thank you very much for your bidding. Now, believe we had a couple of bidders out this way as well. All done over here. Thank you very much. And against the fence line as well. All done. Thank you so much for your bidding. 3 still finding it out at this stage. 1,371,000 buys it, ladies and gentlemen. And do we have any better bidder offer? First call at 1,375,000. Need to know. Second call, Winston. 500. Yeah, 371.5. Of 1,371,500. Let's go 75. What do you say? At 1,371,500, if they had more, they'd bid more. At 1,375,000, you still 373. Good bid. Another 1,500. You got to be quicker than that, Kenneth. 73. 1,373,000 now the bid. 3 still finding it out. Winston, let's be quicker than that. Kenneth's going to come back with a bid anytime now. 1,373,000. I know we're not done just yet at 1,373,000. I'd suggest going straight to the 5. At 1,300,000. Sorry? Another 500, 1,373,500. Really testing my arithmetic skills here. Let's round it off. 375. Thank you so much. 375, and you had it in you all along. At 1,375,000. 375. How are we going out there? At 1,375,000. If you've got it in you, let's go straight to 80. At 1,375,000 the bid. We can go 1,380,000 if you like. That's a strong bid. Hans, how about you? Have you found a new buyer? Let me know. We are selling. No better bidder offer here. And by the way, I would let you know. Another 500. Now it's 375,500, isn't it? Yeah. 1,375,500. This is probably the hardest thing about being the auctioneer, is saying all these different words and coming back to the number at 1,375,500. Now, once again, we've seen this strategy play out before at 1,375,500, crawling in the ones, and we're already here. Let's go straight to 380. One big bid. 376. Another 500 on top. Haven't heard from you in a while, Kenneth. At 1,376,000. Haven't forgotten. At 1,376,000. Need to know, are we done? And I'd suggest the same thing here, Winston. I know you've been saying the same thing as well. 1,376,000. Another 500. 1,376,500. It's a good thing we started this auction early, because we might be here until the late afternoon. 1,376,500. We're done. Wow. A $500 bid buys it. And $500 doesn't buy you a whole lot these days. It's barely a trip to Coles. At 1,376,500. That's the straw that broke the camel's back now. I've already confirmed that they're out. I don't believe them, by the way, but they've confirmed that they're out. 1,376,500. Over here. Winston Spire in the lead. 1,376,500. I count it 3 times and we sell. Need to know, are we done? Finish, silent. Of course, if you are thinking about selling your home by way of auction, I'd recommend you speak to the team here at Ray White, Burwood, Hans and Winston, doing a fantastic job running this campaign, attracting so many buyers to this lovely home at 1C Ivy Street. We are going to be selling no better bidder offer on the market and selling no late bids or offers, ladies and gentlemen. I call it 3 times. Need to know. Best call at 377. You said you were out. You come back for more. 377. At 1,377,000, and good luck to you, by the way. Another 500. You gave him a bit too much time. 377,500. 1,377,500. Now I can't believe you the next time you tell me you're out. That's the trouble there. At 1,377,500. Need to know, Kenneth. How are we going out that way? Still got plenty of convincing words to go around. At 1,377,500. And imagine if that was the bid that bought it. Would you be a happy man? Ask yourself that in just a moment's time, because I'm expecting some more bidding coming this way. 1,370,000. 1,380. That's a great bid. And you know what? I forgive you for taking so much time now, Kenneth. That's a fantastic bid now. At $1,380,000. You already know I can't believe you now. I counted 3 times. We sell at 1,380,000. Kenneth Spire in the lead. Best call now, $1,380,000. How are we going out that way? I see the phone being taken out. you know that that's a universal sign at an auction that there's one or two more bids coming now. At $1,380,000, we sell away. First call at $1,380,000. Second call at $1,380,000. You've got it if there's no better bidder offer. Third and final time. All done, all finished, all signed, confirming we're sure we're done. Another 500, yes. Another 500. What do you guys say? You knew it wasn't going to be that easy. You've seen how this auction has played out now. At $1,380,500. That gives you a little bit more time to think. Because otherwise it's back to your web portal of choice looking for more and more properties that won't be as good as this. As good of a location, I can tell you that. $1,380,500. And by the way, just being at this auction and competing here, I know you've got really good taste. So the next auction is going to be just as grueling as this. $1,380,000, especially if it's run by the team at Ray White Burwood. You know you're in for a fight. At $1,380,500, need to know we're selling no better offer. Winston's buying the lead. What do you say? Need to know. Best call. $1,380,500. Second call. $1,380,500. Third and final time. All done, all finished, all signed. $1,380,500. I appreciate your patience. I don't quite think that they're done yet. Kenneth's still going here, and we're sure we're done. What about another 500? Just to test a bid.
Ian, another 500.
Another 500. Nobody's happy about these $500 bids. It really gets to people. At $1,381,000. 381. And we've gone up in the thousands and 500s for about $20,000 now. Imagine if we just came out swinging from the start. Maybe an auctioneer, but I know a few things. I've seen a few auctions in my days. At $1,381,000 now. Should we do a big bid here?
382.
At $382, at least mixing it up here. A little bit more time for you guys as well. I'm still waiting. Haven't lost hope. At $1,382,000. How are we going there? 382. Let's bid quickly now. Everybody's in pain here. Nobody likes the price point that we're at, but I can tell you it's worth the fight. $1,382,000. Stretch now. You thank me later. You know I can't believe that. $1,382,000. We're done. We're finished. We're silent. I counted 3 times. That last bid may have bought it now, unless you'd like to jump in with a last-minute bid, or anybody else would like to surprise me here, ladies and gentlemen. I think we found our new owners at number 1 C Ivy Street, ladies and gentlemen. I counted 3 times. And we sell away. First call at $1,382,000. Sure, we're done. Second call at $1,382,000. Third and final time we're done. Permission to sell. Well, I saw a little bit of indecision in you. Would you like to go another 500? What happens if it bought you the property? We're done. I thank you very much. I can tell you that last bid cost them a lot more than it's cost you. What happens if it just makes them pay an extra 500 before they bought the home? One last parting gift. At $1,382,000, we're selling away here. All done, all finished, all sold. On a count of 3 times, we sell. First call, second call, third and final time, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause for our new owners. We are selling. We are sold. Congratulations and well bid. Well bought, of course. Commiserations to all of our underbidders. Thank you for attending another successful auction here with Ray White Burwood. If you are thinking about selling, please have a chat to the team. But otherwise, please enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you so much.
Thank you. 谢谢啊，谢谢文妹，谢谢。看，看。好，好，谢谢啊，谢谢，来来来，好，来，拜拜，谢谢各位。Come on, 1.382. 1 million, eh? 1,382,000. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Good price anyway. Yeah.